Our salute to heroic hometown dishes begins in the Windy City. Frankly, Chicago is a town obsessed with food, especially the mighty wiener.
If I had to have a last meal, it would be a hot dog.
For one of the best dogs Chicago has to offer, make the pilgrimage to Ukrainian Village, home to Fatso's Last Stand.
In my opinion, this is one of the best Chicago dogs I've ever had, and I've had a lot of them.
This is a perfect Chicago dog.
It's the truth. Can I take another bite now?
Chicagoans are renowned for their love of the all-beef frank. The celebrated and revered tube steak is showcased in Fatso's famous char dog. But what sets Fatso's dogs apart?
Most places in Chicago do a steamed dog or a boiled hot dog. We char it, which I think is a true Chicago-style hot dog.
The traditional Chicago dog must conform to a strict code of condiment conduct.
A Chicago dog is made one way. It's a Vienna beef sausage, 100% Vienna beef, and everybody in Chicago knows that. It goes on a steamed poppy seed bun, and it's topped the same way. 7 ingredients go on that Chicago-style hot dog. 7 and 7 only.
But there's one thing that never goes on a Chicago dog, no matter what.
Gotta get ketchup. When somebody walks into Fatso's and orders a char dog with ketchup on it, immediately I know they must not be from Chicago. Where are you from? Cleveland. Cleveland. Nobody from Chicago would do that. There's a couple places in the city that don't have ketchup in their building. We don't go that far because kids like ketchup on a hot dog. But when you're an adult, you're going to get the look.
To avoid the look, simply order the Chicago dog straight up. Oh sure, you could boil your wiener, but Bob's grilling technique maximizes that beefy nom-nom factor.
Okay, so the key to a real Chicago char dog is you need to score it. And the reason for scoring is to cook it evenly on the grill. If you don't score it and let some of the juices out, then it explodes. It'll cook unevenly.
After scoring comes a spiral slice, known as the barber pole maneuver. Then it's onto the grill.
As the grill warm up like that, you'll start to see it flour. It gives that floury effect, and that's when you know it's starting to cook.
While that beef frank blooms, Bob gets the bun ready.
A true Chicago dog has to have a poppy seed bun, and it has to be steamed. So now it's time to put our dog on the bun. It's time to bring the dog home.
There are 7, count them, 7 toppings. Number 1, mustard. Number 2, relish.
The relish is used more of an accent. You don't want to overdo the relish. It's important to do just the right amount.
3, diced onions. 4, no, not ketchup. Did we mention no ketchup?
We never put ketchup on a hot dog. You don't even bring that up. That's not allowed to be brought up in this area.
Okay. 4 is tomatoes, 2 slices only. 5, pickles. 6, sport peppers. For the uninitiated, sport peppers are...
I don't know the whole origin behind why they call them sport peppers. They're served cold, and they've got a real snap to them, and they've got a real spice. They have a kick to them.
And the 7th and final topping?
Last but not least, a little bit of celery salt. And voila, there it is, your perfect Chicago char dog.
It had that snap when you bite into it, and the crunchiness, the tomatoes, the pickles, the onions. It's just like delicious to eat.
We did a mixture of the hot dog, the onions, sport pepper, the tomatoes, the celery salt, and the onions, and it all just combines really well with that hot dog.
Cooked perfect. It is by far the best.
I think that makes this one different. It's the char and the hot dog. That makes it kind of different from other places.
I think they cook it with love. It works.
Chicagoans may be Frankfurter fundamentalists, but they're always willing to keep an open mind and an open mouth for something truly big and beyond.
The Fatso Special is the answer to every big guy that comes in here. The char dog isn't enough, so we came up with the idea. People love our mac and cheese. Why don't we put them all together?
Not only does the Fatso Special feature a traditional all-beef Vienna hot dog, there's a Polish sausage riding shotgun.
Then we want to drop a bun. Now the Fatso Special, because it's so big, we need a big French roll for that, and that's what we use. And so we put it in the panini press, and we get that going.
Now let us turn our attention to the mac and cheese portion of the program. They make their cheese sauce in-house and then mix it up with oodles of noodles. And because Chicago is such a meat-centric city, they add some salami for good measure.
All I'm really doing is putting all this together and warming it up real nice.
That toasty bun is given a smear of cheddar cheese, and then the Polish is laid in, followed by the char dog.
And we're going to lay it right in the middle, right on the crease. Then we're going to lay the perfectly charred hot dog Chicago style, lay it right in the center. Perfect. Now it's all ready to dress. All right, we've got the mustard on. Now it's time for the grilled onions. A great flavor. We're going to put that right on top.
Bob finishes it off with a super scoop of that salamified mac and cheese. And then, as they say,
stick a fork in it, and that Fatso special is done.
Horace, this is Chicago, where they prefer to use the bare hands, that is.
It's heaven. It's great.
So it looks like they cut open a sausage and put a hot dog inside of it. They infused a hot dog inside of a sausage and wrapped it in cheese on a bun.
Wow. That's awesome. Best in Chicago, bar none.
So for a true Chicago experience, Fatso's is where it's at. Just remember, don't ask for ketchup.
No ketchup.
If you want to pass for local, that is.